Good morning. I was born in the United Kingdom and my name is Susie. And so I was fascinated to begin to understand the names of all these extraordinary and beautiful creatures we have here. So I've chosen the book How We Got Our Names, which is written by Christopher Williams and illustrated by Anne Victoria. And I believe they have done all of these books, so there's a set of them. And I'm going to start with a Karey and Kareful book called How We Got Our Names, so that we can all understand a little better how we got our names. So we start with Karey, who says, everywhere we go, it's a question we get a lot. We'd really love to know how and why did you get those funny names you've got? And then we see Karey Kangaroo, who looks as if he's in a cart of some sort. Anyway, Karey Kangaroo is asked how he gets his name, and then we have Kareful Koala too, and Cranky Kookaburra. Now that's a funny one. And if any of you have seen kookaburras, I always thought, and our school in England was taught Kookaburra sings on a big wide tree, I think it is. But anyway, and I always thought they sang beautifully to charm us all. But I have been told that apparently they sing when they're cranky. And what they're doing is saying, this is my tree. Stay away from my tree. Anyway, we might find out. Cranky Kookaburra. And then we have Wobbly Wombat. When and where and why did that one get done? And wombats dig very deep holes, so if you're ever walking in an area where there are wombats, you need to keep your eye on the ground because you're likely to fall into the hole. So, Head and Show, Heady Emu. Wow. Can you tell us please, for that one, tell us why and how? How is he called an emu? We don't know. Kareful. So she's asking the questions. And Kareful says, and we're more than happy always to give the questioners an earful. And so we'd start at the beginning. Karey. We'd always start with careful. Careful when you're rolling. Careful, please, with that. Careful where you're going. Careful you'll fall out, because splat. And Kareful looks like a kangaroo, I think he's a kangaroo. And now we have Kareful. Karey yelled out, careful, so very often and so loud. Kareful became the name I was christened by our crowd. And there's a galah in there, and obviously an emu, I think. Likewise too with Karey, the name stuck like glue. Karey, Kareful, so lucky, everyone would say, to have a Karey mate like you. Karey, Cranky Kookaburra's next. In fact, if memory serves me right, he was there on the window ledge at the docks, watching us get fixed up morning, noon and night. He must have known I'd just been to the dentist. Kareful, yay, all he did was laugh, no matter what. Made us a bit cranky, him laughing at our plight. So there's Kookaburra laughing from his window ledge at everybody. It's not very nice, is it? Cranky, oh so sorry fellows, he says through his laughing beak. Cranky, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you, because things look really bleak. Now I'm really very happy that you've come through this drama okay. I really am very happy because that could have been a very, very sad day. I'm just trying to lighten the mood and lift your spirits up. I've always laughed to lighten the mood. Been doing it since I was a pup. So there's the answer to my question. Our question, does he laugh because he's cranky or because he's happy? Cook Karey, you're quite right us being okay and alive, when the opposite could have been true. But we're a bit cranky, so that's what we'll call you. Wobbly Wombat has been our mate since way back then as well. Kareful. Yes, says that's right. Cranky saw him coming, struggling to get to the dock. Cranky perched on the window, laughed. Look at this old crock. And he's entering the doctor's surgery. Karey, even before Wobbly got inside, Cranky couldn't contain his mirth. Cranky, there's Cranky, and there's poor little Wobbly. Cranky, wobble, 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 all because of his girth. Careful, don't be unkind. Being a wombat, he's just built like that. And now, I don't know if any of you have seen a wombat, but there used to be a lot of them on country roads. And I have to tell you that when they run, they're actually not wobbly at all. They run like crazy, don't they, Chris? They're very, very fast. So Cranky says, yeah, I know, and I'm not trying to be unkind, Wobbly. He looks like he's pretty cook. He's got that really wobbly look for a wobbly wombat. Now he's finally got inside. Good day, good day, good day. 3 times he struggled to say. Gee, I hate to say it, but he not only wobbles, wobbly book, he not only wobbles when he walks, he also wobbles when he talks. And now we come to the emu. Karey, head and show. Heady emu. Now that's a really funny name. We hear you nearly shout. Please just give us a minute. We'll tell you how it came about. Kareful. Again, we were at the dock, still getting patched up after the fire. Cranky. Wait till you see what's coming head and shoulders above all of us. So there's Emu and there's Wobbly Wombat, and here we have Karey. Don't laugh so loud, Cranky. You're making such a fuss. You've seen an emu before, Cranky. Not one head and shoulders over all of us. Heady, I've come to see how you all are. Karey, thanks, you're a real sport. Cranky, yeah, good on ya. I'll call you Head and Shoul. Short for Head and Shoulders, but that's too long. I'll call you Heady for short. And there's Heady. And Cranky is looking up at Heady. Karey, now you know how we all got our names and how we all first met. So many stories still to share with you. We bet our next yarn is one you'll never forget. And there they are all together. And poor old Wobbly Wombat looks as if he's got a head strap. I think he's been in the real wars. Kareful. Yep. How we all help Santa at Christmas every year. Every year it's a special treat. We all hold very near and dear. How we help Santa. Our next book, full of Christmas cheer. How We Met is available. There we are. A beautiful book about the names of our magnificent Aussie animals. Thank you.